Praise the Lord. I hope that you're being blessed. I thank God for you joining in for another quick message. God woke me up with the word Babel. Now, any of you Christians know that this is talking about in Genesis 11, talks about Babel was a place, but it was also a structure that was built, and we know that is the Tower of Babel. We understand that what happened with the Tower of Babel, that the people came together and their agenda was to try to build a tower that would reach up into the heavens. And so that's where God lives. So basically, it's kind of indicative of what Satan wanted to do, where he said that he would ascend above the Most High God and that kind of thing. So the motive and agenda was not in alignment with God. So let's read what God says in chapter 11, verse 5 of Genesis. But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower the people were building. The Lord said, if as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other. So the Lord scattered them there over all the earth, and they stopped building the city. So basically God came down and he stopped the endeavor from taking place. So we know about that endeavor was based upon, okay, it said, let us build a city. Well, okay, I didn't read it, but it's actually in verse 3. What they were saying is, come, let us build ourselves a city with the tower that reaches to the heavens so that they may make a name for themselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered over the face of the earth. So the agenda was for them to make a name for themselves, for them to try to puff themselves up, and for them to try to stay together. And, you know, God wanted them to start spreading out so they could start populating the earth. So God saw that this was not a good endeavor. And so basically he stopped the building by causing confusion. Have any of you experienced a lot of confusion with any undertakings that you may have, or ventures that you may have entered into with someone, or any type of agreement with someone? God has a way of protecting us to ensure that we do not form an alliance, or we're not bound into any type of agreement that is not pleasing to him. So if you find that there are some things that you have been endeavors that you have tried to undertake, and it involves with other people, and then all of a sudden it just seems like there's a lot of confusion, a lot of red tape, you can't get through it, a lot of it just seems like this thing is not being able to get off the ground, then you might want to step away, pray about it, because it may be that God is saying this is not for you, because he sees that the intent, the agenda, or the motives are not going to be in alignment with what he has for you. So basically, this word is something that I pray that you will take to God in prayer. I believe that it is a positive word, because God will protect us from getting involved in things that he does not want for our lives. And so sometimes when things appear to be confusing, sometimes we always blame everything on the enemy. Sometimes we say it's the devil that did this and the devil that did that. But we clearly see that God comes down and he looks at the work that we're doing. And if he's not pleased with it, he will cause things to be rearranged and fall to the ground. If you have that experience, pray about it. Just walk away and refocus, get recalibrated. Pray about the intent, the motive, and the agenda. We always have to make sure whatever we're doing is in line with God, because God is definitely going to test all of our work to make sure that it is lined up with what he has for us. I pray that this word be a blessing to you. And I'm your host, A.M. Wilson. Have a blessed day.